I was kind of borderline stalked. 2 years ago, I was planning on visiting home because I hadn't been home since I moved to Korea. I posted on my story saying, hey, I'm gonna be in these cities. Do any of my friends that I know there want to hang out while I'm there? I didn't have anywhere to stay in SF, and at that time I was kind of desperate, right? And girl, I was broke back then. I mean, I still am now. And at one point I posted on my story like, hey, it's me again. Anyone in SF able to house me? This one person who I didn't follow but who followed me responded, and he was like, yeah, like, I'm living in SF, we should hang out, you can stay at my place. And I have a brain, I have a sense of endangerment and urgency, so I was a little bit cautious. As it got closer to the time that I was about to visit SF, I was getting real desperate. Like, no one had reached out to me except for that dude yet. So I was like, should I take this guy up on his offer? But something about the conversations we had, even though they were very surface level, were a little bit off. At a certain point, my friend reached out to me and was like, hey, if you still need a place in SF, like, you can stay at my place while you're there. So it comes time to when I'm actually in SF, and I post a picture on my story. It's not really obvious that it's SF, but if you live there, you would know that it's in San Francisco, right? And the guy responds to my story saying, oh, you're here. Something about that just made me really uncomfortable. And so I ended up just blocking him out of just pure panic. And maybe he was a nice dude, but I wasn't taking my chances. Ultimately, I'm glad I listened to my gut. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this story is because at the time, I didn't have that many followers who I didn't know in real life. The fact that I'm like not some like big influencer, that still happened to me, is so scary. And just a reminder that you could be the total opposite of someone who constantly posts about themselves online or has a huge following and still get stalked. Like, there will always be people who will be creeping on you. Please, please, please be careful. And I'm sure all of you know that you shouldn't be posting anywhere that indicates your general location while you're still there. Wait to post that aesthetic Instagram post when you get home, girl.